Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday to everybody. Um, Sorry about last week. I was not able to really do much streaming. I came down with COVID and that thing lasted. I think I started having symptoms maybe Sunday night. Monday morning they really hit, and I started to feel better on uh, on Friday. Thursday my fever finally broke, and then Friday I was feeling a lot better actually. And then right now I'm still just working on my voice, so it's a little different. I got a cough drop in my mouth now because all the coughing I did it irritated my throat. So I apologize. I didn't do a stream on Friday because I had asked a friend and he's like, well, I don't think that they would be able to understand you. So it's like, okay, um, I'll just wait. So here I am. It's beautiful Monday morning. I am gonna be on Fortnite today because Fallout just I have nothing to do. So it'll be Fortnite. I will mute myself occasionally to cough. So I do apologize. I'll try to get through this. Um, and hopefully get back on my live streams. I did miss it last week. I did, but I did a lot of sleeping. I'm just glad that that is over. It really knocked me on my behind. So I'm behind. Sorry, I like to talk like that sometimes. So um, anyway, let's get into some Fortnite. I have to go back to the shop pretty soon. I'm not gonna do it now because it's gonna kick me to the waiting island. So I'm gonna buy something from the shop. I've been eyeballing it for the last couple of days, and I think since Friday, because I've been playing a couple matches. Yesterday, I was introduced to two friends of a friend, and we had a squad going. I was able to play two matches. I wasn't on very long, but um, it was my first quad match, really. 'Cause I really don't have a whole lot of gaming friends that play Fortnite, and a lot of my gaming friends don't really play with me anymore. When I went through my whole transition, when I was going through my change and walking, walking the path of Jesus, a lot of the people that I knew at that time, um, they had pretty much, no, they were done with me. So I really don't have a whole lot of friends in real life or gaming wise because of uh, because of that reason. I got someone on my tail. Just lovely. I knew this was gonna happen. I think that was a bot. They should have gotten into this container. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go phone call. So I apologize. Alright, I am back. Oof, that was a little, it's like, bad timing, bad timing. Oh man, this is gonna be a fun one. I'm gonna go ahead and switch these around. But, anyhow, yes, I've lost a lot of people along the way. I think like one of the biggest things that was the one of the hardest things. Oh my goodness gracious, that was crazy. I should have just bolted out of the area, but those claws are insane with the right people who have got them. A friend of mine loves those with a jetpack because of you can like fly towards a person and just kind of like stomp on them with those things. And then also if you're like caught near the storm, especially towards the end because the storm moves a lot faster, yeah, those things get you to move like really quick. But yeah, my first few games are always really bad on Fortnite when I'm first like getting into the game. Um, but yeah, it's just a game, so I just do this because it's fun, and it allows me the ability to talk without focusing too much. That's like my biggest thing with Fallout is that I um I focus like really intensively on it, especially when I'm doing a quest or something. And on here, um, that I don't have that. I'll do the quest and stuff, and if I'm like stalking someone on here, like to go in for the kill, um, then I'll get a little silent, but it's not too bad. But yeah, I'll get back to my topic. I'm sorry, I bounce around a lot. My brain is still a little oof because of COVID. Um, but the hardest thing was definitely losing a lot of people in my life that I thought um, were gonna be there. You know, they tell you that they care about you, and you know you have this idea about your friendship or your relationship with them if they're more than a friend. You know, if they're family, and then when something changes, they're not there anymore. And then once you are disconnected from that person, you actually will actually realize quite quickly, like, the reason why. And a lot of them are because of vices and, like, what you could do for them. And I know a lot of the friends that I had, it was more of just, like, what they could get out of me. And the same for family. Although, like, my close family, they're starting to, come back around. They're starting to come back around, and they're not as they're not as bad as they used to be when I first came back to God, because it was just like more of like, wow, are you okay? And instead of actually like being here to support, and they didn't even have to support me. They didn't have to say, oh, that's a great thing to do. It's a great thing going back to God. They didn't have to say that. They didn't have to do anything. I didn't force anybody to be happy for me. And I think I was kind of expecting it, and I knew that I shouldn't have. I went in completely all wrong because I had in my mind the people that I knew were already, they were already like one of God, especially some of my family. And when I got the reaction from them, I was really shocked personally. But, it's okay. Everyone will come to him in time. But it still doesn't make it any easier to lose the people that you had that were once there. They were once there every day, and now they are, they're nowhere to be found. So it's a hard one. So I'm pretty much right now. I did learn from that lesson about God's timing, and the more that you stay away from people, the more that you kind of understand that this is how it's got to be, and it is not like a punishment of any sort, and it's just to honestly, it's for your best interest, and I will not I won't deny that at all because it's 100% true. A lot of the people that you a lot of the people that would try to come back into your life, for example, they're not going to be good for you. They're going to try and get you back to how you used to be, and God's trying to get you away from that. He's trying to get you away from the sinful nature of the flesh, and he's trying to get you to the point where you're walking in his footsteps, or you're walking the path of Christ. And he wants to be closer to you. And I think a lot of people think that they have to leave behind their old life, and one thing that they fail to say is that some things you do have to lose, but some of the things it's possible to get back, because seriously, some the people, once they start seeing how you are, some of them are going to be like, wow, they're going to see your testimony, and they're going to go to God, they're going to go to Christ, and you'll be able to have them back in your life again, because they're going to be away from the things that are harmful and sinful. And I know that some of what I'm talking about it doesn't make sense. It's really hard to explain to people like what I'm talking about, because of like what I've gone through. It's like, how should I put this? It's not that you're saying that you're better than everyone. That's definitely not it. We're really not. We're all the same. We're all sinners. We're all sinners, and we all go to God. We all go to Jesus for salvation, and go to God. Oh, I really need this slurp juice. I think I want that more, because honestly, the slurp juice it's not only the health, it's also shield. So yeah, I don't want those. Alright, so I'll be going without. I have to go this way here. That storm will move a little quick. There is another one of those things up in the top, but I don't think I'll have time to get it because of how fast that is moving, and she will get stuck. I need to teleport so she doesn't lose her life, like her health, and then I'll have to use my slurp juice stuff on her. And that stuff is kind of hard to come across now and then. Alright, so we'll go ahead and head on out of here. so she could, there she goes. And we'll take this car and we'll go over to the Grim Gate. There's a lot of fighting over here, so I might regret this. Many of these are definitely bots. Look with how bad they're shooting. So the Grim Gate, we're okay. We have a crown and a medallion user, one of the two. I'm not sure the difference. Like I said, I'm not really familiar with Fortnite. I'm still relatively new. So I will use these instead of the gun. It looks like this place has been pretty much looted. There's someone here with me. Yeah, I'm not too sure where this other one is. Usually in the courtyard, but I can't find... Yeah, it's not there. And I really don't want to spend too much time here, because I've got someone on my tail coming at me. They might stay away. Oh, who knows? Maybe I should use those shotguns. I usually just end up getting rocked by those things. They really are a really good close draw weapon. I'm gonna go get this in the boat. The island is... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So this is a Doom Island, and Doom Island is like super powerful. So whoever gets this thing is going to be pretty much the winner of the thing. There's no going against there's no going against it whatsoever. So there, people are gonna be really like fighting tooth and nail, which includes me. I'm definitely gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try it. I should have just grabbed that car, honestly, because there's gonna be a lot of people who are going to be really using. Oh, trying to get to the all their might. Yeah, see, they're fighting for tooth and nail. This is like one of the most powerful. Um, like yeah, I don't know. You guys have seen my previous streams where I used the gauntlets, right? Um, oh yeah, yeah. This is gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna use the rift because that's just gonna be Oh, this is nuts. Everyone wants this. Ah. Oh shit. Ah. I'll let each other go out. I'll let them go after each other. Ah. I got them. That is crazy that I was able to get the dude. Let's go. That is awesome. And yeah, you lose everything that you get, so other people could get the Doom gauntlets and whatnot. I don't know if I get the medallions and what, and everything, but like Doom is this thing. I was with a friend and he was like, I'm gotta get you to get this, and we got the same thing. We had the Doom Island come up, and I tell ya. Yeah, so I didn't get to keep any of the things, so that's okay. And I mean, look at his health, and his health regenerates too. So it is like if you play Fortnite, it is so worth it. But like, gotta do what I did. Like, if you have someone that's got like those gauntlets and they have you like outnumbered, other people are gonna show up. Just let them battle each other down, and then their health will get down to it'll get down to the point where you will have that ability to take them on. Yeah, I've got all these medallion users on me, which is amazing because I want them to know where I'm at, because no amount of bullets is going to be able to take Doom down. I want them to come at me. I'm not even gonna hide. And they're gonna stay away from me because he's so overpowered. It is like the funnest thing to use this guy. This is gonna be a fun match. So, yeah. Do I have? I do have my crown. So I'll get another crown, victory, a crown royale, I believe is what it's called. So I'll be able to get another one of those, hopefully. It was funny because I had a crown royale, and then I logged out, and I came back in. I was like, I was expecting to have a crown still. Oh shit. I was expecting to have a crown still. But I did not. I came back to the game and both of them are gone. Both of them are completely gone. I don't really have a whole lot. I've got 10 eliminations, so I didn't do too bad. I kind of want to get the rest of the 4 that are here, but they're gonna be staying pretty far away from me. Sorry. I'm still battling the nasals. But everyone's gonna have their arsenal on me. I like that. This is just like devastating. I can't pick anything up. No, none of the medallions I could pick up. So, you kind of lose everything, like all the other abilities, but I mean, he's the ultimate ability. How are you gonna deny that? But yeah, did you see his health rejuvenates? He is really overpowered. It is insane. I'm just gonna come over here and stay, like, on the trees. No, maybe not. I'll just destroy the trees. This thing is insane. Oh shit, he is getting me. He is getting me. This is a skilled player, no lie. Where is he? Oh, and regenerate his health. This is sad. Oh my god, I got second. I can't believe that. That's so sad. So that was definitely a skill player. I am not a skilled player, but that is okay. That was intense. I will say. Mm. Let's go ahead and get back in. That is pretty sad. With, not gonna lie, I should have been able to easily get after Doom, but I was not. I was not paying 100% attention, and that's my fault. And I'm just eating some cheese here, so I apologize. I usually don't eat on the bike, but yeah, that was fun. That was definitely fun to get Doom's Island. It's only the second time I was able to get it, and I was quite excited to see that too. That is so fun to use. But I wanted to come on here today. Also, I had a really interesting weekend. So I've had dreams where I've been shown things. I've had, I guess, visions. Like I was like one day sitting here and I was reading the Bible and I just get this like it's like living. It's like when you're reading and you can watch a movie at the same time. It's like you're watching things play out. And I remember seeing something that reminded me of it really was like the rapture. So I've had a vision of that, and I was talking actually about that the other day to my hubby. I was talking to that, and he was a little confused. I was like, saying how it was, not what I was saying. I'll just leave it at this because I really can't go into depth about it. But it really was. It's really going to be something that a lot of people they think they know what it's going to be, but it's going to be different than what they expected. And I was talking to him about that. Sunday service. The day before, I was revisiting uh, Revelations and Genesis, the book of Genesis. And then when we went to service on Sunday, they were talking about scriptures that I was actually like kind of delving into. So I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. It's like this is what I was being like kind of set up for, so I can understand. Because there's a couple of things that he wasn't quite sure on. And I was like, oh, this is meaning it's not meaning what you're thinking it's meaning. It's actually like referring to as this, and I was able to like better help him understand what God was speaking about, and then what Jesus was speaking about, because like a big part of it was the widow, when he was preaching, like when he's sermoning to the congregation, to the crowd, and people are putting their offerings up, and there comes this widow woman and she puts up 2 pennies, and you can see the people talking and kind of snickering, and then Jesus he speaks up and says, you with you being rich, you only give what you feel you can, you know, spare. This is what you think you can spare, but she gave everything that she had. And I gave an example to my hubby. I was like, he was like, what did he mean when he said, that certain line? I was like, well, take it for instance, when, you have $50, say you have the $50, and say that that's all you have, that's all you have for the rest of the week, and you do realize that there is someone that's in need, and I was asking, I was like, so if you have someone who's coming in there and they're really hurting, and they're in dire need of this, or say for instance that you feel this pull to give to the church, so say in any of those instances, what are you going to do? You have $50 to your name. Are you going to say, oh, this is all I can spare, and give them $10 or $20, or are you going to give it the full 50? And I was saying, by giving the full 50, if you feel that pull, I'm not saying that, you gotta make yourself broke. No, I'm saying if you feel that pull, if God is saying, this is what I want you to do, and you feel that pull to either help somebody, or to give to the church, and you're given that full $50, that is you being, one, obedient, and two, that is saying that you put all your faith in the Lord, saying that this is what you want to do. I trust that the Lord is going to provide. I'm not going to lack. And you provide that $50 to either the person who's asking, for if God is, saying, hey, you need to help this person. So you provide. I didn't get what I wanted, but I did get what I wanted. So you're providing that, you're being faithful, you're being obedient, and you're putting 100% faith in the Lord. You're not saying, oh yeah, I can give, but I can't give it all, because if I give it all, then I'm not gonna have enough money for the rest of the week. And what is that saying? What is that saying? That's saying that you have little faith in the Lord. You have little trust in the Lord, because He's not going to do anything to jeopardize. He's not going to put you in harm's way. He's not going to put you in a position where you're going to lack. So that's kind of what it was saying. And I'm going to actually take, I'll take this one here. So that's kind of like, I was giving him that example, and he was like, oh yeah, that does make sense. And it was a good conversation for us to have, because we're just getting back on our feet. My hubby had lost his job. They closed the plant down. And then I went through this period where I was pretty much told to rest. I was told to pretty much stay still. Because it's like every application I put in, even though I felt was going to be a good match, I felt like, oh, this is going to be, it was not for me. God was telling me that, no, this is not the direction I want you to go. I want you to listen to me. So I stopped. I started following the Lord, and I stopped trying to control everything, because, He doesn't do things to purposely, uproot your life and make it hard. It is, it's things that we have to go through to test. And I know the people think that that's awful. Why would a God do that? Well, when you're in school, they give you tests. They give you tests because they want to test your abilities. Did you learn? What was that? Oh, sorry. In Jesus, God, they do the same thing. Test your faith. They test your heart. They want to make sure that. Oh, goody! I got someone with a jetpack on me. That is okay, because it looks like they have the gauntlets too. I pushed the wrong button. That was sad. That was they have a medallion. Shoosh. No, they're gone. That was crazy. Oh, they're up all over there. We'll go this way. There's only 34 people left, and I really don't want to. I really don't want to be the center of attention with them. I really don't need anything else because this right here is a good arsenal to have. The jetpack with the gauntlets, and then having a long rifle, and then your. Well, the only thing I don't want is I'm not too happy about is the slurpees. God damn it! Oh, sorry. Oh, she scared me so badly, and used the Lord's name in vain. Oh Lord, I'm so sorry. She scared me. Oh, hey, I need to be a little bit more on. See, and I'm not perfect. I am still learning the ways. And that is right there is a perfect example that we're not perfect. I do that honestly. I will be honest with you. I do that on occasion, and I find myself doing that on when I get startled because it's like my instance. That's just exactly what I would do back then. It's part of my old life, and that part is slowly. I'm pulling that out, but it is hard. So I guess that's a perfect example for people who think that yeah, I can't do this. He's never gonna forgive me. Oh no, no, no. I had a conversation with the Lord yesterday. I couldn't sleep. I have an interview today because I'm I'm starting two jobs, and one it's gonna be working for myself. It's marketing, and that's gonna be part-time for now. And then I have a full-time job that I'm trying to get into because my hubby and I are really starting over, and we are trying to, slowly, build. We currently still live with his dad, and we really want to get on our own. We did once before, and then when his mom passed away, we moved back, and then kind of things just happened, and we're trying to get back on our feet again. So I was like, okay, I could take this, marketing job is what I really want to do. The marketing job is what I really want to do. But it is going to be something that is going to take time. But I really, like I said, I really can't do that right now because of because it's going to take a little bit of time to get my marketing, to get it up and going for the most part. Businesses and stuff, they're not an overnight success. It takes a lot of work. So that's something that I really want to build on. I'm going to give her some health. So I'm taking this other job. It's a full-time job, so because the other one's part-time, and I'll be able to do that from home. And once I start building that, then I'll decide on, what I want to do. I really want to make sure that it's going to be for me. And it's the same thing with the job that I'm going for the interview today. I'm wanting to make sure it's for me. I was praying last night, talking to God, and I actually went to God because of what I said today. Like just now, I have been praying, and I was talking to Him, because it's just like sometimes I feel like I'm gonna let God down, and I live in that constant fear of letting Him down. I don't want to do that. And I'm sorry, I'm going to start crying. and, um, and I get these, I get these like messages and stuff. It's like, it's okay. You know, what a lot of people who are, non-believers, or you're kind of, lukewarm in the regard, you're lukewarm in that regard, is that you feel that you have that inability to be saved and loved by God. Oh, I'm not even gonna, girly. We'll go back this way. And the one thing that I had gotten from God is that you have one person who goes up to God and is like, I'm righteous, I do all this, I obey you, and then you have the other one who goes to God and weeps and says, I am a sinner. It's honestly, that's you humbling yourself in front of God. You know, you're going to God saying that I am a sinner, and you're going to Him to get that forgiveness. You're going to Jesus to get that forgiveness, because you're not going to be. We know we're not perfect. We know that we're not perfect, and we desperately, those of us who sin, and I constantly do. I'm constantly going to God for forgiveness, and because some of the language that I'm so used to speaking, I was like very crude. I was very crude, and I still have those instances, where it slips out, and I'm like, it shocks me when it does. It does. It shocks me when it does slip out, because it's like I don't want to say that. It comes out, and then I just feel awful about it. I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I say this? I feel so bad about it. And I don't know why a lot of us get condemned for wanting to go to God and go to Jesus and ask for that forgiveness. Because I have been on the receiving end of, oh, how can you do that? You're you're not being perfect. You're not living how Christ wants you to live. And it's like, no, I don't understand. And I didn't understand. I didn't understand what they meant. I thought that we. Alright, got him. And then I see yesterday this reel that came in. Because it scared me. It did. It scared me. It made me feel like I was never going to be forgiven. I feel like I was losing my salvation. I thought that, because of what they were saying, that I have to live in this constant state of, why bother? And that is incorrect. That is incorrect. I watched this reel yesterday where, it was a gentleman where the church was saying that you can't go out and help people, you have to do it, here in the church on the day of Sabbath. And, even Jesus himself, he was helping people at any opportunity he had. He was there to help them. And that, I feel like, is my calling as well. It's like, I want to help. It doesn't matter if they're not a part of my church. It doesn't matter if they You know, we're all sinners. Like, how can we say that we are not going to help these people because of how they live their life? They're wanting to go for that salvation. You know, they want that. They want the salvation from Jesus, and we're turning them away. Which, you know, the church is turning them away, and it really does break my heart. Where is it? Oh, there. They have a shield. I think they're on top. I am gonna go ahead and do this. Um, so yeah, they give us this impression that these people we can't save, and it is like really, it's really heartbreaking when you think about it. Sorry, because they're telling us to turn our back on. Oh, I need shield. See if I can find some shield. I left it alone. I'm going to shield here. I'm dead. Oh, I did not do that right. But I'll go back to it. I'm sorry. So, anyway, the gentleman was pretty much, it was him who wanted to help someone who was suffering and just, you know, screaming for help. And then, you know, the church who said, no, we can't do that. You have to wait. They have to be here on the day of Sabbath and part of our church. And, you know, all these excuses. And the other person got away. And it kind of opens your eyes to how could I put this, that churches are really limiting. You know, they've got the wrong teachings going. Because Jesus himself didn't only heal on Sundays. He didn't only heal at the church. And he didn't only heal those who believed. And some of the churches, I'm not saying all, there are the church I go to, definitely a one in a million, and I'm thankful for our pastor and him reaching out in the congregation. There's other pastors that I follow who do the same, you know. And I think that's kind of what kind of pulled me away from the church at first, was because it just seemed like they were always only for people who believed, only for those who they deemed worthy. And I was like, who are you to make that judgment on these people? And it made me feel inferior. It made me feel like I was not capable, even though I'd already been saved, even though I did give my heart to Christ. It still feels like, because I'm not a part of their church, I don't do the things that, you know, I don't do how they do it, that I'm not going to get into heaven. I'm going to be punished and I'm going to be sent to hell. And with those messages that they're giving to people who are non-believers, to people who are lukewarm, is to saying that, hey, you're not going to be able to get saved, you're going to hell because you don't do the things that we do. You don't do it how we do it. And that's incorrect. That is incorrect. And you also have the churches who like, they will say, oh, if you give us this certain amount of money, the Lord's going to give you money just out of the blue. The Lord and the sermon, it hit on point. He is not going to be like waving a magic wand and just giving money to people. You have to put the work in. He is going to provide, of course, but he's not going to be able to just wave a magic wand and you have like $1 million in your bank account. And that's how these churches make it seem like. They make it seem like you're just gonna get money. You don't have to put work into it. You just have to give us your money, and you'll be taken care of. And I think that's like one of the reasons why I love our pastor so much, and the church that we go to, because they, of course, they ask for tithes and such, but it's not that they're making you feel bad if you can't, because people go through hard times, and sometimes you have nothing in your bank account. And these other churches just make you feel awful about it, like you're such a bad person, for not giving. And that's completely incorrect. And then these same churches, they have all this money that's given to them, and you kind of ask yourself, well, where's the money going? And then you start looking into, oh no, I want this in a second. You start looking into how they live, and you have these, pastors who go on vacation, and none of what they have is going to the congregation. The congregation isn't doing well. And you gotta stop and ask yourself, why is that? Why is that? Where's the money that the congregation is putting into? The congregation, you should be taken care of as well. But you don't see that happening. And it makes you really wonder. Actually, I'll go for that one. Is this one? Oh, no. Yeah, I need that one. I don't even have shields. That could have been an easy one for that person, honestly. And, well, so my point is that there's a lot of things that people will get from a church, and it is honestly not true for all churches at all. It's not. And I hate that. And I hate that people are given that impression that this is how churches are, because it is not the case. They don't want to go to Christianity because they think that that all churches are going to be oh, there's one right there. They're going to be like that. They're going to be so judgmental, and they're going to make you feel like you're such an awful person because you just don't fit the mold, and they turn you away from you because they think that they make you believe that Jesus is not going to be there. And I think that is just absolutely wrong. It is wrong. They should not be doing that to people. They shouldn't be making people, or these rules and such for Christianity and Christians that just don't make sense, because honestly it's not correct. You know, what they're saying is absolutely incorrect. But a lot of people don't know, you know. A lot of people haven't read the Bible. A lot of people haven't spent a lot of time in church. So they hear this and they automatically assume that, oh, I'm a lost cause. I'm too far gone. I'm never gonna be able to be forgiven. And I just fell all the way down. Oh, here, look at this. I really don't need this. So it really scares people away. And it does. It honestly does. It scares people away, and I don't blame them for being terrified. You know, some of the things that they say is like, oh, if you do this, you're going to hell. You're sinning, and you're never going to be forgiven. And a lot of things that they say is incorrect. A lot of things that they say is incorrect. And you'd be surprised, like if you, like for instance, read the Bible and then you hear the sermon. Oh, it's not here. Okay, that's all right. And then you'd be able to say, oh, that's not what the Bible says. That's not what the Bible says at all. I don't understand. Why are you saying this to people? Why are you making them believe that they're a lost cause? You know, and you'll be questioning it, and then you'll start realizing, you know, sorry, I got hair like just really bothering me. My hair's all frizzy. Then you'll start realizing that a lot of the churches are not teaching the way of God. They're trying to steer people away from God. And you'll be like, how in the world could a preacher do that? It's Satan, you know. It's Satan. People get in these ruts. People get in these ruts, and they feel like, you know, God can't be real. You know, he can't be real. I'm going through all this, and he can't be real. Why would I be punished? You know, why would a merciful God, you know, he's so merciful, why would he do this to these people? And they fail to read the Bible. They fail to understand, you know, and they fail to understand God. You know, they fail to know him. So they think with their emotions and with what they think they've been taught. So, where is she? There she is. One of the things that really stands out for me is a dream that I had the other day, and it was really something. It really touched me, and it made me think for a while after I woke up, and I couldn't wait to tell everybody. So, she's like stuck up here, so I'm gonna go get her. Oh, she's stuck in the ground. She must have, like, when she, like, fast traveled to me and teleported to me, she must have got stuck in the ground. But, so this dream I'm just kind of like floating. I'm spectating, but the crowd that I was in was unaware of my existence. They didn't realize I was there. And we're gonna go after this person here. So they had no idea of my existence. And I was just sitting there watching. And I remember the pastor was preaching, and we're talking about God and Jesus. And as it went on, a man stood up in the crowd, I remember what he looked like and everything. And he stood up in the crowd, and he was just full of sorrow. And he was saying, I don't feel Jesus. I don't feel God. I don't hear him. I don't see him. And he was just so sorrowful. And it's a jetpack. I want to go grab it. And then I remember the pastor praying. So the pastor and the congregation were praying for him, and he prayed for himself. And then all of a sudden, I'm watching this happen. He's just saying, Jesus, Jesus. And it was such an exciting, you know, it was such an exciting, like, tone to his voice, and shocked as well. And then I'm looking at him, and there's this light, this beautiful golden light, like right in front of his face. And then on his head were what looked like hands, you know, and beautiful golden. And then I'm watching this happen, and all of a sudden the lights vanish, and this man falls to his knees, falls back to his knees. Oh my. Should we try again? This is amazing. I don't think I've ever had this happen. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, girly. Hurry up. And, yeah, it was just like, I woke up right at that point. And it was just like, wow. I got to see that. I got to see someone get saved. And it was such a magical moment for me. This man and I die. That's okay. That was cool. I got up there at least. And they're almost, they haven't even started, so this is going to be a firefight in the whole itself. So I got to see someone saved. And when I woke up, I had to tell my hubby. I was like, I cannot believe what I just witnessed. I just can't believe what I just saw. And it didn't feel like a dream. It felt like I was literally watching church and watching someone get saved. And I just felt like it was a gift to me, and it was also like a sign from God saying that even those who feel as though they're not worthy, if they go to Jesus and they lay it all on his feet, you go, admit your sins, admit you're a sinner, ask for forgiveness, and you'll be saved. You're not too far gone. And it was just such a really big moment for that person, and I just felt so honored to be able to see that. And like, I know that God is so good. You know, I was talking to God, and I feel the love. You know, it seriously does. The other day, I had my call. I had a meeting, and I took time before because it was scheduled till 3. So I took. I was like at 1 o'clock, and I was doing. I was listening to gospel and reading the Bible, and I decided to take some time and meditate and pray. And I was on my knees just praying and worshiping the Lord, and I just started to sob and cry because it just felt like someone had wrapped their arms around me with this big embrace, and I just felt so much love. And then this is the meeting for me to start my marketing career, I guess you could say. And then I get a message from from my teammate, my boss, so to speak. I would say that she's more of my mentor. And I get a message from her saying, "Hey, I just landed. I've got time. Do you want to go ahead and have our meeting now?" And I honestly do think that was a sign from God, because I asked him, I was like, "Please let me know. Give me a sign that I'm on the right path. Give me a sign that I am going where I'm supposed to go. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing." And I get this message from her saying that she's got time, because at first she thought that she wouldn't have time until like 3 o'clock my time, because she had to go out of state and she forgot about the time difference. And I get this message, yeah, and then I was like, I was literally in tears, so I just like splashed my face real quick. I messaged her, I was like, "Yes, I can. Let me go give me a moment to get my laptop and everything ready for the Zoom meeting." So I was just like hurrying to wash my face off, kind of collect myself, and because I was just a mess, I had been crying and worshiping. So that was, I felt like my sign that it was exactly where I needed to be. And it's the same thing for, the job opportunity that I was given with this one, a full-time out of the house opportunity. And, I'm asking, I asked him, just let me know, God, please let me know. Just give me a sign that I'm on the right path. I don't ever want to test God. That's not what I do, but I do want to make sure that I am staying true to my path. I'm staying true to my course, and I'm not going to veer off and go astray. I want to follow what is meant for me. And I just ask for God's guidance, just to let me know this is where you want me to be. This is where I'm intended to be. So that was a really big moment for me as well, because I was like excited about this opportunity, but I was still unsure that it was something I can do. And that was just like a wake-up call. God was saying, yes, this is where I want you to be. And we got everything taken care of, and it was amazing. I've got another meeting on Wednesday with her to go over, because I had to do my onboarding and everything. So it was it's a really exciting opportunity, and I'm excited to get started. I'm excited to watch this company grow, because here in America we have so many companies who don't really care about our health. We're actually more profitable if we're sick than we are if we're healthy. And then this company is the opposite. We're more profitable if we're healthy. So I really want to see this company flourish. And I want to see these other companies that are pumping us full of chemicals and the earth full of chemicals, I want to see them go under. And I know God is going to be working his magic. He's going to be working behind the scenes to make this world pretty much heaven on earth. So I'm really excited for the future. And I have to actually end this broadcast. And I didn't really hit any of the points that I wanted to, but I gotta take a call in 15 minutes, and after that I gotta get ready to head out the door. So I hope that you kind of can take some things from my rambling. I do promise I will get better and more cohesive. I just get so excited to share the word of God, and I look like a fool to people. People mock me. Just yesterday, I was talking to my God about. I was talking to my God. I was talking to God. Yes, I was actually talking to God, but I was also talking to my dad about God and Jesus and experiences. So we shared our experiences, and I was talking to him. I had earbuds, so they couldn't hear him because my hubby was playing with some people on a video game, and they were in a party chat, so they were talking to each other, and they couldn't hear my dad because I had my earbuds, but they could hear me, and they could hear me talking about God, and one of them was being very rude and saying some harsh things about me. Thankfully, were his other friends were coming too. You know, my hubby and his friends were telling this person to stop because, you know, I'm not a rude person. I'm not someone who attacks or belittles or, you know, calls anyone out. And he was just being really vile and very rude and mean. I didn't know of any of this until my hubby got off the thing and was like really angry. And he was telling me about this person. He was like, if he keeps this up, I'm not going to be able to be friends with him because he went way too far this time. And everybody was just getting on top of him. And they eventually all of them, muted him. So that means that they couldn't hear him anymore. Because after my hubby muted him, he was told by another friend that he started going after their child because their child was talking in the background. So, I told my hubby the next time we talk to him, just let him know that your wife said that she'll pray for you. Because I don't want to say that he's a horrible, horrible person and whatever, you know. He's just a lost soul who is reaching out, and that is his way of trying to reach out to people. Maybe doesn't know it, I don't know, but his soul is reaching out and is unhappy. And I was also told yesterday that they've heard him speak to his wife in very poor manners. Like um, he's very mean to her as well. So it's just a sad situation. So people will mock me, and that's okay. I still pray for those people that they find Jesus, they find salvation. Um, I'm not gonna hold that to them. You know, we're supposed to love everybody, love thy enemy. You know, so um, I do hope that you could take some parts of this if it resonates with you. I do ask that you please share, subscribe. I don't have a lot of people right now that know about my channel. I don't really advertise it because this is supposed to be people who find me who are supposed to find me. So if you're watching this, this is God's way of showing you that He uses us that are imperfect to spread the word of God. So remember that you are loved. You matter. You are not a failure. You know, don't listen to anyone who does say that. And you are wanted in this world. And you all can do great things. You can do great things. God has no boundaries. He can do anything. You just have to believe. And remember, He loves you. I love you. And thank you so much if you made it this far for watching my stream. And I hope that you have a blessed day, a blessed rest of your week. If you don't come into any of my other streams, it's fine. I should be able to stream Wednesday morning and Friday. My streaming is going to be a little different once I start my full-time job. I will let you guys know. It'll probably be after work in the evenings, which will be exciting because that means that maybe I'll be able to actually have other people on here. That's like in the future. This is all in God's divine timing. My channel will grow when He decides it's ready, because some of the things that I'm saying are not for everybody. Not everybody right now. This could be, you know, something that takes off a year from now, that someone comes and finds. It's like, wow, this is exactly what's going on in my life. This is what I needed. So I'm not I'm not even worried about how many viewers I get, how many views. This isn't for me. This is for who needs it. This is who needs to hear these words. And I hope that they help. Anyway, thank you again for watching. Have a great day, a blessed day. And if you are inclined to, I'll see you next on this Wednesday in the morning again, because I've got a meeting in the afternoon. So thanks again, and toodles.